We'd better buckle up for this one. One team already ranked in the top 25, the other sitting just on the cusp and trying to prove a point in this one. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the LSU Fighting Tigers, Baton Rouge and Tiger Stadium. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Mississippi State Bulldogs, taking on a participant from the playoff last year, the LSU Tigers. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. Mississippi State ready to kick off to get this game started. On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So LSU's offense will take the field first. Blowouts in rivalry games can be the result of a number of factors. Sometimes teams start pressing. Sometimes it just gets away. Sometimes they didn't have the right mindset. The last time they got together, lopsided. What happens this time, David?
But either way, last time affects this time because all you heard about is we weren't even competitive. This is a rivalry game, a big-time game. We didn't show up. We dishonored our previous teams and squads, and we've got to do better. That's all they've heard coming into this game.
Yeah, David, I think that was the story the last time these teams played. One team handled the emotion of the game better than the other.
Turning it on! After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1.
Love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
On the option. Now the toss. Perfectly timed on that pitch, and they pick up the first down on the play. LSU getting set on 1st and 10. They'll run it from the gun. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2. And the Tigers with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. The give to the running back from the shotgun. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Ball just inside the 40 at the 39. It's 3rd and short. Grab near the marker. It's Boston. Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the first down at the 34-yard line. New set of downs after the completion. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. Just not willing to take the hit. He delivers it and gets to the 27. The Tigers in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Out of the gun, the running back has it. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Johnson looking to throw. He'll pull it down. They get him out of bounds right at the 5-yard line, and that one might have saved the touchdown.
Sometimes these guys just have eyes in the back of their head. You saw it right there. He was able to buy himself time, get outside the pocket, and at that point, I think the decision was pretty easy. Hey, I can go get this with my feet. He was able to do that. Now they got a fresh set of downs.
Yeah, and I love running the football down the red zone. You've got to be able to do it. And 1st down, obviously, is the right down to do it. But now limits the options a little bit more. 2nd down after that loss of yards play.
Leaves it with the back. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4.
And I think that time the quarterback made the wrong read. He was trying to pitch it. He didn't have to, though. There was a lot of green grass and space out in front of him. If he just holds on to that football, he might not score a touchdown.
And he's in for the touchdown, but hang on just a second. There is a flag on the field. So that touchdown nullified by the penalty in the red zone. 3rd and goal where the strong come through. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32. They'll try to salvage a field goal on this drive. He's going to try to knock one through from 49 yards away. Absolutely perfect. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0.
And they don't get 7 on that opening drive, but they get 3. And this place is rocking. Night games are always so loud, so obnoxious, and these fans, they get something to cheer about with that first offensive possession.
The Bulldogs offense will go to work for the first time. And they are going to be met up front by a defensive line group that is going to make life miserable on the offensive line and the quarterback in this whole offense, David.
And this offense is fully aware of the challenge in front of them. This defensive line is quick, they're physical, they're powerful, they wreck games. They individually take over because of their greatness. It's focal point 1, 2, and 3, Jason.
They're physical and athletic, and that's the thing that's so dynamic about this position group, right? They stop the run, they get after your quarterback. Tremendous challenge for this offensive line to try and match that physicality. We'll see if they can get it done.
And a great job by the QB, finding the running back, get him the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
From the gun, the ground game. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Now, I know you two never faced off against each other in an actual rivalry game other than the Thanksgiving morning Turkey Bowl. But knowing you two the way I do and the way you know each other, Jesse, what would you have done to try to throw Pollock off a little bit on a stage like this?
In our opening 10-play script, I would have had David Pollock cut blocked, maybe even double-team high-low, chop blocked on every single play early.
Which is illegal, you bum. That's fine. But that's fine. You know what? I guess in retaliation to that, we would have just roughed the passer over and over, taking the 15-yard penalty. That's what's fun about this, Reese. It's petty. It's sometimes it crosses the line of dirty, but that's why rivalries are so fun.
Hunt is on its way. Makes the catch, and now looking for just a little bit of daylight. And the punt team able to swing him to the ground. They'll try to put a drive together starting from the 36. The give to the back. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
And maybe a wise move not to even try the pitch as he's knocked down in the backfield. Now facing a 3rd and long. Johnson wants to throw it. Steps to his left, out of the pocket. Wide open downfield. And he was on his way. Gets it all the way to the 38.
Nice job by the receiver on the back end there, too. He sees his quarterback on the run moving, and he just works to get himself open to give his guy a place to throw the football. They're able to connect and keep the drive going.
Couldn't quite hang on to the pick, and he will be thinking about that one for a long time.
There's a lot of QBs that when they get hit and when they get hurried, when they get pressured, they become very average. Really nice job by the defense, pressuring the quarterback.
Grabbed in the middle, it's Green. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down. The Tigers have this offense rolling. Finding an escape route. They pull him down at the 17 after a pickup of 3. Let's see what they've got on second down. Quick touch pass to the receiver. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And these coaches have these play sheets over there on the sidelines, and there's so many calls they want to call, and they want to make explosive plays, but you got to protect your QB, and he's already been sacked. Now he's hit again, like they've got to protect.
It's picked off. 13th time he's done that this year. Not much on that return, but I think they'll let him slide after making that pick, and they'll have it at the 20. Final play of the quarter coming. Use the play fake, now to throw. Quickly to the tight end. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. Guys, LSU has the lead here. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. So second down here as we're back at it after the break. They'll try the counter. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Dropping back, it's Coleman Hope. Right on the money. Love to see these third down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line. Mississippi State comes out after picking up the first down. Gonna run it. It's Rockwell. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on 2nd down.
Great job at contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. That's exactly what happened.
Some hard running there, but just too many defenders as he stopped for a loss.
Well, I like trick plays. I just don't love dialing up the reverse on 3rd down, though, because if the defense doesn't bite, and they're already expecting pass anyway, a lot of guys have their eyes on the QB. They're just following the football in zone coverage, and they use their speed, rally to him, make a tackle, and now set up 4th down.
The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end. Breaks into the open. Found a bunch of room and got it to the 44-yard line. Not much can impose your will on a defense like popping a big run.
Especially when they know you're going to run it, right? This offense right now is just more physical. They're more physical up front in the trenches. And this running back and his ability to break tackles, that is just so demoralizing for this defense.
A good job by this defense. Great job in the secondary. Eyes on the quarterback. They took away the first option, made him go to option 2, made him go through his progression, and then they got time to get home and get a hit on the quarterback.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And that just looked off. The timing, the rhythm, I don't know what it was, but usually that option, man, it's so precise, right? Like really quickly making a read, and you could tell they weren't on the same page. It went absolutely nowhere. Defense won that round.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win 1st and 2nd down. You set up 3rd and longs like that. You can show your exotic looks. You can get the pass rush going. Everybody on the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force 4th downs.
On 4th down, they'll pass for it.
Man, who the fuck is throwing it to?
On 4th down, and they'll turn it over.
And the offense stays aggressive. They try to throw the football and just weren't on the same page. It was an incompletion. He could have done a better job, I think, throwing the ball to his receiver and maybe making it where it's more of a 50-50 ball when he can make a play. Defense gets the big stop.
Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. We now move inside 4 minutes to play here in the first half. They'll give it to him again.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
They'll give it to the back. And he's able to shed 1 tackle, but still just a very short gain.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going.
There he goes. Goes out of bounds, but not before he gets it to the edge of the red zone right at the 20. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Motion from the back. Looking to throw, it's Coleman Hope. He's got it. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
Well, it's a nice job by the defender. They're closing the gap with the wide receiver. They're going to complete the hitch pass, but he's able to run right up on him, get him to the ground for a moment.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Makes the grab. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the 1st down.
You know, that's one as a quarterback. You've thrown the completion, and you're like, dude, can you just turn around and make one guy miss and go get the first? Or can you just stretch out and get the 1st down? You need your guys to have a little bit more awareness where they are on the field on that play. And even though they got the completion, it's not enough to pick up the 1st. And now you're staring 4th down right in the face.
And that decision will be questioned for a while. The give to the back. Punches ahead, they'll give him a yard to the 13.
Well, we know this defense is one that plays with a lot of pride, right? And part of that is their ability stopping the run. They're a top 25 unit in the nation when it comes to stopping the rush, and that really helps them out down here in the red zone. They're going to have to step up big time in this situation.
And the Tigers come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. From the gun on 3rd down. He'll pull it down and run. And with that effort, they pick up a fresh set of downs. They have it at the 34-yard line. LSU with the 1st and 10 here. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it up to 45. He now has 84 yards on the ground, and he has his eyes fixed on leading the nation in rushing. Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Really good job by the defense, seeing it and going and getting it. Nice job understanding the touch pass. It can happen. Those guys go in motion, man. I got to understand, safety's got to see that, start flying down, getting ready to play that. Nice job by the defense being ready for that play.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there, so instead of...
Oh, he's got some space. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got him at the 33. This offense has had trouble getting it in gear, but maybe a little life here on 1st and 10. The option look. Quick toss. And the 4th option there is to throw it in reverse, and that's what happened on that one. Got some work to do on 2nd down after that last one. They need 13. Johnson looking to throw. Makes the catch. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a 1st down. They'll snap it from the 28 in field goal range, but it's 3rd and short. Grab near the marker. It's Parker. The change will move, and they'll have 1st and 10 from inside the red zone at the 18. The Tigers didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And they'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers.
But how big is that for this offense? Put a nice drive together, get the touchdown, add to this lead already. Everything right now, Palmer, going their way.
Yeah, that was as good a 2-minute type situation as you could have offensively. David, they've got so many weapons on this offense. They practice these situations all the time, and they put it to work here at the end of the 1st half.
On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Here comes the Bulldog offense back onto the field. Now they're backed up here, Jesse. Wonder how aggressive they're willing to be.
I think it's going to come down to how much confidence they have in this quarterback and his decision-making, because you cannot throw an interception at this part of the field with this little time left.
And I think that's conversations you've had with the young fellow on the sideline. Be like, what are you comfortable with right here that we can run? Maybe stay aggressive, but make sure I don't make that mistake.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. From the gun, running back gets to give. Referee signals timeout as the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. So Mississippi State will have to punt this one away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Makes the catch at the midfield logo. Not able to pop the big return, but they got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. Final seconds of the first half, and they'll try to put up 3. The offense calls timeout, and they won't have any more left this half. And in the final seconds of the first half, they'll send out the field goal unit.
Yeah, like a sword,
that
bitch.
will leave a mark. No good. Lead is still at double digits, but missed a chance to make it bigger. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. LSU will put foot to leather to start the second half. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Here comes the Mississippi State offense, ready to attack. Down 2 possessions to start this third quarter. They'd love to build some early momentum.
You ain't lying, because you only got so many possessions here in the second half, so now you're down. I got to maximize every single one. Put your best plays together. Start this drive off on a good note.
Yeah, it starts right here. Obviously, you can't get it all back on this drive, but you can create that momentum. You can create something special and some energy, but it's going to start with this offense here executing at a high level.
To the air, it's Coleman Hope. Makes the grab. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
It's definitely the wide receiver's job to create space, right? So whether you're running a go or you're running a hitch like this right here, I got to find a way to push off legally or just create a little bit of space to get some positive yards.
And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. Mississippi State will roll out the punt unit. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. Wants to bring it back.
Oh, you bitch.
Get it to the 43-yard line before he stopped. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. They reeled off a long touchdown drive the last time. They had a much better field position this time around. Got a little space. Turning it on. He now has 106 yards on the ground, and that's just another routine day for this guy who's been among the nation's leaders in rushing all season long. They're going to go right back to him on 1st down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to believe the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
The Tigers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down.
Fullbacks are very unselfish. One of the most unselfish positions you can find in football. They block 99% of the time. But when you can give them that rock, get a 1st down, those guys are really big. You know, they're really powerful. They usually fall forward. No nonsense, no jukes. Just hit you in the mouth.
And now on 2nd down for this offense. Johnson wants to throw it. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football.
Man, who are you throwing the fucking ball to?
Sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Looking to convert, LSU comes to the line on 4th. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down.
Oh my God, it's in your fucking hand.
And they'll turn it over on downs. Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not. Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. Under fire. Makes the catch. And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there.
Well, you haven't seen a lot of incompletions from this guy now his last 2 games out. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. As a head coach, you got to love...
Breaks into the open. He'll get it out to the 43-yard line. That's where they mark him out of bounds, and this offense is starting to do a little work. Offense lines up for a 1st and 10 from the 43. The hot hand. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And yeah, that's kind of surprising. We talked about this before the game. One of the big matchups. Run the football against a defense that's been susceptible against the run throughout the season. But this offense just can't find a way to get it going. And I'm surprised, but now what's your counterpunch? How are you going to get the ground game going? Because so far, not a lot of success.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover. Pick up the first.
You complete some of these hitch throws early, you're setting up the hitch and go. Later on, you can pump fake that, and the receiver can pirouette right up the sideline. That might be a home run play for the offense.
Just a Baryshnikov-like move.
And that dude went out of fucking bounds.
Get the first down. Touchdown, Mississippi State. He found some open space and turned on the Jets.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
On to attempt the try. And with the extra point, the lead is cut to 3. It's 10-7. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Dynamite matchup this week in CUSA, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Louisiana Tech is down right now, but this young man under center today has shown some moxie. We could see a legend born in Ruston today. They're trailing by just 4 to Sam Houston. Implications galore inside CUSA, and we'll see.
There he goes. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. Good work up front to get that first down on the ground, and now they'll go back to work. They'll run the option. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Johnson looking to throw. And the big fella couldn't elude the cornerback who makes a sure tackle.
Coming into this one, I thought this guy was going to be a monster. He was going to put up huge numbers. We know this is a big part of the offense week in, week out. The defense has done a great job.
Man, hit the fuck on.
That is only his 2nd catch so far in this game.
They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense. A couple of yards shy of the first down marker, but they've decided this is 4-down territory. The offense still on the field. And that one falls incomplete.
In his fucking hand.
Great coverage on that 4th down play. Nice job blanketing the receiver out wide. The defense, you could tell, they knew they were going for it. They had a game plan. They get the big stop and turn it over to their offense.
On the ground, it's Rockwell. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
I got to be honest, I am shocked at just how well the defense has played in this game, especially stopping the run. We talked about statistically how they've struggled this season, but they have put the clamps down in this one, and they're just playing with a ton of intensity.
Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play.
This slot receiver is a guy the defense has to be careful of. He runs good routes, he's got some speed, and if you're not careful, this guy can gash you.
On 3rd and short, they keep it on the ground here. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down. So Mississippi State will have to punt this one away. That leg is staying loose, already the 5th kick of the night. He'll get away another punt. He's been really active today, and no doubt he's going to earn his varsity letter. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. And points have been hard to come by in this one. They'll try to put together a drive. The give to the tailback. Gets a nice surge and crosses the 5 to the 6-yard line, a pickup of 3. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Wide receiver comes in motion. Touch pass on the right. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver in different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page.
Oh my God!
I love it.
That's a really good break on the football. He sees the ball come out, and he hits it right as he's catching it. Nice job of dislodging the football from the receiver. That's a good play by the defensive back.
He'll try to field the punt and bring it back. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. The Mississippi State offense headed back to the field to go to work. They haven't really been able to light up this scoreboard, but putting points up would be huge here. Makes him talk to the hand. Tackle is made at the 27. Let's give him 10 yards on the play, and it is enough for a first down. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Oh, it's a reverse. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4. Guys, LSU has the lead here. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. He'll pull it on the read. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop.
These read option plays are very hard to stop because you got to have enough guys in the box to play that immediate run, but also always be ready for that quarterback to take the ball and scoot out wide.
And when the quarterback operates this like a magician, it makes it even tougher.
When he can see it, read it, and just flat go, those are easy plays right there. I mean, he just picks up a little bit of yardage, but he can do it again and again and again. And it's just frustrating. And 3 more on the board, and this kicker is starting to get a reputation starting off the season. Hasn't missed yet. Nice to have a guy that you can really, really depend on.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Finds just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Here's the handoff. Get him on the ground after a 4-yard run out to the 31.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive. Stick your foot in the ground. Pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Not much he can
Now
do
they
there.
want to
Does
put the
pick up
fucking
2
back
to the
up in.
34.
It's a veteran defense. They've seen option before. They were prepared to see it in this game, and you're seeing it on that play right there. Everybody doing a great job with assignment football, staying in their gaps, accounting for anyone who can have the football. They were ready for the pitch guy that time. To make a quick stop.
And usually when a QB takes off and scrambles, it's because the defense didn't do a great job keeping lane integrity, not keeping him in the pocket, letting him get outside, and then he can do damage. Then it's the next play that you have to play instead of this just the original pass. So defense has got to do a better job keeping that guy in the pocket.
After the productive first down play at 2nd and 6. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. Hard running there. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
Hard-earned yards, man. You got to get these first downs any way you can. Sometimes it's not going to be easy. You can't just do it conventionally, handing it off. This offense is going to have to be creative. Football is a game of inches, and you just got to find the angles to give yourself an advantage. That creative play call right there really helped.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So then getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
Not so fast. You think it's going to be automatic, 2nd and short. They're just going to turn around and hand it off. But how about the penetration up front defensively, shutting that play down?
Yeah, and if your defense wants to be aggressive, well, that's fine. 3rd and short, I still got 4th down as well, so don't be afraid to be aggressive on those and play action, because defense a lot of times really expects run, and it can take some big shots and man coverage down the field.
Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. They'll go to the ground. Makes the tackle at the 23-yard line. Give him 10 yards and enough for the first down.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
Quick timeout by the defense here, trying to make sure everyone has the same call.
And this offense doesn't have very many runs left in them. They try to sneak in the run. Nice job by the defense making the tackle. But they've got to try to maximize their time, maximize their plays to try to get some points on the board.
They go to the ground. Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues. The defense calls the timeout, and that's their last one of the half.
Well, the running back did a nice job there, keeping his feet moving. He was able to drag some defenders with him to get that first down.
LSU getting set on 1st and 10. And a second kneel down as they drain the clock, and the field goal kicker will come on with a chance to win it. Going to work in the red zone, they can pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. And they take a knee to set up the kicker, and they'll try to knock through a field goal to win this one. And it looks as if they're going to try a field goal. Celebration has erupted on the sideline. That late clutch field goal put them on top. They can almost taste victory if they can keep them from scoring to tie or win the game. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. That's the entire scenario you build up in your head in the backyard. Final drive, everything on the line, and you get the W.
So dang cool. How many times did you do it in your backyard just like that, like you're talking about, Reese, making the play to win the game on the final drive when your team needed it the most, Jesse, just coming through in the clutch.
Yeah, as players, you love this, and that's why you rep it in practice throughout.
Second and short to keep this tie.